So you can still see the mark, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Scars left by boiling hot water poured over her. They were much worse 3 months ago. The skin on Ismiati's back was covered with sores. The 28-year-old from East Java, who asked not to show her face, had been with her employer for just 3 days before she was attacked.
It was very painful. I felt this heat behind me. I tried to cool down, but my wet shirt was burning me. I tried to take it off.
Ismiati's story isn't unlike that of other victims of human trafficking in Hong Kong. With 3 children to feed back home, she came hoping to make a living, but was tricked by the agency that brought her here from Indonesia. They forced her to sign a debt agreement for their services and withheld her passport and contract when she arrived. She didn't understand her rights and thought she had no choice but to work. The scolding wasn't the first time she'd been abused. She ran away from her last employer, who threw a glass bottle at her. Another helper took her to the consulate.
When I arrived, they asked me why I ran away. I explained what happened with the bottle. The consulate asked me for my passport, but when they realized I had no documents, they said it was difficult to handle and called for the agency to collect me.
One thing that does make it difficult handling these cases is that Hong Kong doesn't actually have any laws against human trafficking or forced labour. Now, the government says these offences are already covered by existing legislation, and it doesn't recognise UN protocol to prevent, suppress or punish trafficking. Support groups say authorities are failing to protect victims of modern-day slavery.
We believe if there is a legislation framework that tackling anti-trafficking, which means the Hong Kong government will have to do a lot more in this area. Since there's no law in this area, which means they don't need to do anything about it or even to admit that human trafficking exists in Hong Kong.
For now, Ismiati just hopes to win a court case against her former employer and to recover the money she's owed. Despite her experience, she says she needs to keep working for her family. And until Hong Kong changes its approach to tackling human trafficking, Ismiati and many others will always remain vulnerable. Patrick Fogg, TRT World, Hong Kong.